So, as is the tradition around here, we ask some of our favorite regulars, such as Ken here, Halloween, unique Halloween picks. And we get some great suggestions from time to time. And Ken came up with one I had never even heard of, which I watched last night. It's available on YouTube, thank God, because I don't think there's a streaming service that carries it. And it's called You'll Find Out from 1940.
Will you please turn off that radio?
Why, lady, that's Kay Kaiser.
Students! Sally Mason, Jenny Sims, Harry Babbitt, Ishka Bibble, and all the gang. Something terrible going on in this house. Somebody's trying to murder Janice Bellacrest.
Murder?
Admitted you fooled me for a spell, but just like the farmer told the well, I dug you.
Ting-a-ling.
Ting-a-ling.
I'm the bad humor man.
Ting-a-ling.
Ting-a-ling.
With a frown on my pen.
Now Jenny will bring you something she'd like to sing you.
I'd know you anywhere. I'd know that grin. I'd know you anywhere when you walked in. Oh, you got me this way, say. Now that I'm in a stew about it, what am I gonna do about it? I'm just gonna stay crazy for you.
This is a piece that's based around a real successful band leader at the time. And
Kay Kaiser?
Yeah, Kay Kaiser, who did really well on radio. He was an exceptional talent with that kind of thing. And it's got one of those directors who did like Road to Morocco and Littlest Rebel, who had a sort of a sensibility for these kind of things. And what this is,
Dave Butler, yeah.
Yes.
Dave Butler. Come to think of it.
Let's jump to Ken's Halloween pick of the moment. He is
One of
suggested
two. One of two. And also, well, I was going to throw you, but everybody knows this, Return of Dr. X, which is what we run every Halloween. The Humphrey Bogart is a hollow-eyed, bloodless zombie doctor, who becomes Darkman at the end of the movie with the whole outfit. And all, I'd like to talk to you about, my blood composition, hilarious movie. But I didn't think you'd ever seen You'll Find Out, because nobody has.
Well, like I said, fortunately for people listening, You'll Find Out it's available on YouTube. You can just punch it, and that's probably the best way to see it. I think you'll.
Yeah, exactly. It's a radio picture.
Yeah. But it's interesting. I mean,
hey, Bad Humor, man. Really great musical number. Come on, buddy.
It's got what I would say is period humor. Like that's what flew at the time, which is okay.
Yeah.
So this movie's got an epic cast: Peter Lorre, Boris Karloff, Bela Lugosi. They all show up. And they, at this point in time, were like stalwarts for that. Audiences wanted them in those roles, much, I think, which in a sense probably aggravated Lugosi's drug habit because he just couldn't break away from where. But these guys all show up in this movie, and they're fantastic in it, as they always were, total pros. The cast is really good, and what it is basically a haunted house pick with, surprise, there's a Scooby-Doo ending. But what's good about it is it's got like all the vintage model works. I'm amazed in these movies, number one, how many of these villain types have set themselves up in fortresses way outside the city that you have to get to via a bridge, which is guaranteed to be washed out. But the house itself is rigged with like these surveillance things, like he can go behind this tiger and look. And it's like, do you set your house up to lure people there for these?
So you can be a voyeur.
Like, who engineers a house? And it's got like secret passages that would have taken in its day a generation to build. Like it's under the rocks, and like the steps turn into a slide with a switch, and you slide down. I mean, it's super fun. But
it's just ridiculous.
Yeah, just to ruin everyone's fun. I'm watching it going, what? Why do you? What?
And that thing about like, hey, this little piece of thing to keep things going, like, oh, we have to go there. It's my 21st birthday party, and my girlfriends are coming, and we got Kate Kaiser's going to play the music, and you walk in, and you're like, then it just goes into another movie.
Okay,
it just goes right into.
For the story point on this, okay, let me give you some backstory. A Kardashian type brat gets the band to play, this big band to come to this remote castle to play her 21st birthday. And this is a big band. I mean, this is like a platoon sized group.
Yeah.
And they come out and her friends, it's a special performance for like her and 6 of her friends, and shenanigans ensue, right? Mysterious shenanigans that involve a psychic, supposedly played by Lugosi. And by the way, I'm going to say the technique they used, very Scarlet Claw. It was a really kind of good technique practice on how they revealed it. And I'm also going to say, for those people listening, be the judge on this one. I think this movie really inspired parts of Disneyland's Haunted Mansion.
It does have moments of that. Yeah, actually.
So,
and I'm talking I wouldn't about, put it like, past it,
you've got the psychic, and you got the flying instruments and the way their cadence is and all that. And Disney being smart enough to be like, let's change it from a man to a woman, and Madame Leota, because it's close to the name, in the movie.
Very close.
Too. Yeah. So it's kind of, you start thinking like, what the? But it's a fun reveal. I mean, this is a fun movie. Like this is in tune with sort of what my Halloween vibe is like, where it's a lot of House on Haunted Hill, Dracula, The Haunting. This is in tune with that, with some laughs of like, the bridge, by the way, gets dynamited. Yeah, it doesn't get washed out by the storm in this movie.
It gets eviscerated.
Yeah, it gets dynamite. It looks like the Army Corps of Engineers took it out. I mean, it's like the Dam Busters. Like they blow this bridge sky high, and it's kind of like. And then Karloff has that moment at the top of the stairwell, because that's where your villain always is when people are shocked looking out the window. He's up. The villain is always above, looking down on you. And of course, Karloff is surprisingly calm, and he's like, "It was lightning, my friends. Nothing to be alarmed at here." And I'd be like, "Wait, the bridge is out, bro. Even if we weren't in a storm, we're not going to get out of here for weeks because of this." Like, I see starvation.
And by the way, the
cannibalism
phones
happening
are dead.
here. I see starvation. I see destruction. I see like a dystopian future happening here because we can't get provisions. It's like one of those moments you're looking at it going, wait a minute, this bridge is. But anyway.
Your road to redemption is paved with tombstones. No quarter, kill all masters. Go to noquarterkillallmasters.com. Rated R.